Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed the cash book with a simple column, that is the single column or the simple cash book, that is only the cash book with a debit and credit on both the sides, one column each. That is only the cash transactions, the receipts and payments to be entered. Then we see the cash book with a double column, that is the cash and discount columns. So under that, what is there? On the receipt side, there is the cash receipt, and on the payment side, there is the cash payment. Along with that, if the discount allowed is there, that discount allowed is to be taken care in the receipt side, and discount received is there, that is to be taken on the payment side. Discount received, so discount allowed is an expense and discount received is an income, and the receipt is an income, by the payment is an expense. That is the case where we will prepare the double column cash book. Today we are going to see the one more problem with regard to the double column cash book, and then we see the theory portion with regard to the this triple column cash book, that is the cash book with the cash, bank and discount columns. So we will look into that. See, this is the problem. This is a university question. Sam commences business with cash 20 lakh. He receives a check from Crichton Company on account of rupees 60,000. He pays into the bank the check received from Crichton Company. He receives the cash rupees 7,500 and check rupees 10,000 for cash sales. He pays the sundry expenses in cash 5,000. He draws the check for office use 40,000. He draws the check for personal use 25,000 and he pays a commission by check to Jakpal rupees 30,000. So how it is entry we will look into. First of all, Sam commences business with the cash 20,000. So what is that? Opening balance to balance brought down 20 lakh. So how it is the entry it is coming? See, 20 lakh in the where in the cash column. Okay. Next, what is the entry? He receives a check from Crichton Company on account of 60,000. Receiving a check, Crichton Company or check കിട്ടി. So bank account letter to which one? Crichton Company, isn't it? Bank account letter to Crichton Company. See, by bank. Wherever the cash transaction is there, bank also to be added. So that is bank account letter uh, to Crichton Company. See, 60,000. See this one. Look, then next is he pays into bank the check received from Crichton Company. So what is the entry? Bank account letter to cash, isn't it? So 60,000 അതിനെ ബാങ്കിലോട്ടും പോയി ക്യാഷിലോട്ടും പോയി, isn't it? So 60,000 is deposited in the bank account letter to cash. So this is which book? Cash book. So by bank, isn't it? Bank account debit side to cash in the credit side by bank. So this is the entry. Look, this is the entry 60,000. Bank account letter to cash. So cash in the cash book is the same as cash account. So cash book account in the credit side by bank. Then next case, he receives the cash rupees 7,500 and check rupees 10,000 for cash sales. So cash sale നടത്തിയതിന് 7,500 ക്യാഷ് കിട്ടുകയും ബാക്കി ചെക്ക് കിട്ടുകയും ചെയ്തു. ചെക്ക് കിട്ടിയത് എന്താണ്? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ treated as cash received. So receives the cash. Cash is received, isn't it? And check is also received. So what is the entry? Cash account letter to sales, because it is treated as cash sales. See, he receives cash rupees 7,500 and check rupees 10,000 for the cash sale. Now cash sale is made for 17,500. For the entry that one, cash account letter to sales 7,500 plus 10,000, 17,500, because check is received same as cash received. That you keep it in mind, isn't it? So 17,500. So cash account letter to sales. That is the entry. He pays sundry expenses in cash. So what is the entry? Sundry expenses account letter to cash. So comes on the credit side of the cash book. Sundry expenses. See, by sundry expenses. Yes, one more entry is there. I missed. Check rupees 10,000 is received, isn't it? So that is to be deposited. അതും ഡെപ്പോസിറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ എൻട്രി 20th തന്നെ എഴുതണം. എന്താണ്? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ടു ബി ഡെപ്പോസിറ്റഡ് ആൻഡ് ക്ലിയർഡ്. എന്നാലേ അത് ക്യാഷ് റിസീവ്ഡ് എന്നുള്ള ഇതാവുള്ളൂ. So that is the case bank account debtor to cash deposit in there. So that is the case by bank. See, this is the entry 10,000. Then after that by sundry expenses 5,000. Next is what? He draws a check for office use 40,000. 40,000 ഒരു ചെക്ക് വിഡ്രോൺ ചെയ്തു for office use. So cash account debtor to bank. So to bank 40,000. See, to bank account 40,000. Then he draws a check for personal use 25,000. So what is the entry? Drawings account debtor to bank. So here bank and cash are the same. So that is why by drawings it is. See, by drawings 25,000. Next is what? He pays commission by check to Jagpal 30,000. So commission is paid by check. Commission account debtor to bank. Bank in the same as cash. So by commission, see the entry that is. And that 30,000 is to be cash account debtor to bank. What is that? He pays the commission by check to Jagpal. Jagpalne check ആയിട്ട് എന്ത് കൊടുത്തു? Cash alle check കൊടുത്തു, commission കൊടുത്തു. Commission paid by check. So the entry will be commission account debtor to bank. Commission paid ആണ്. So commission account debtor to cash. Like the same commission account debtor to bank. So by commission, that is the entry. And that is to be deposited, isn't it? So that is for that purpose. What is the entry? Cash account debtor to bank, that is 30,000. See the 31 entry, 31st day to bank account 30,000. So how much is the balance now? 20,42,500, while the opening is 20 lakh itself. So this is the case with regard to double column cash book, where cash book with the two columns on both the sides for the cash received and the discount allowed on the debit side, and the cash payments and the discount received on the credit side. More problem I will give you today evening as assignment or as homework to do. You can do it and send it to me later. Then another case is the 3-column cash book, where 3 columns are there. The bank is there, the discount is there, and the cash is there. So like the same cash and the discount, one more column is added. Bank column is added, where there is a entry called contra entry. That is bank account debtor to cash. So bank account, debit side to cash and credit side by bank in the cash column and the bank column. That is you need to clearly understood. That is the contra entry. So what is a 3-column cash book? That we see the theory portion now. A cash book with 3 amount columns on either side of the cash book is called 3-column cash book or triple column cash book or cash book with a cash, bank and discount column. Cash column is for recording cash receipts and cash payments. Discount column is for recording discount allowed and discount received, and bank column is for recording cash deposited into and cash withdrawn from bank. So 3 things you need to understood. Cash receipts and cash payment in case of cash, discount allowed and discount received in the discount, and bank deposit and withdrawal, that is in the bank. So cash received, discount allowed and cash deposited to bank are entered on the debit side of the cash book, while cash paid, discount received and cash withdrawn from bank are entered on the credit side of the cash book. Discount columns are total, cash and bank columns are balanced, and cash column will always show a debit balance indicating closing cash in hand, while bank column may show a debit balance or a credit balance. A debit balance in the bank column of the cash book means cash at bank, and a credit balance in the bank column of the cash book means opposite of the cash at bank, that is overdraft facility. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ടത്. ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. Date, particulars, journal, ledger folio, cash, discount, bank or discount, cash, bank, cash receipt, bank deposit, discount allowed on the debit side. On the same case, on the opposite side, the payment side, cash payments, bank withdrawals, and discount received. Same format, but 3 column on both the sides. That is the only difference. Then next, a contra entry. What is a contra entry? A journal entry appearing on both the debit side and credit side of an account is known as a contra entry. So appearing on both the debit side and credit side of an account. ഒരേ സമയത്ത് തന്നെ ഡെബിറ്റിലും ക്രെഡിറ്റിലും വരുന്ന ഇതാണ് കോൺട്രാ എൻട്രി. To indicate the contra entry, the letter C is marked against the entry in the ledger folio column on both the sides of the book, cash book. So for example, bank account debit to cash. So bank account debit side, rather to cash a bank column, by bank cash column, because treat this as an account. Cash account, bank account എന്നുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്തില്ല, ഇതിനകത്ത് തന്നെയാണ് അതുള്ളത് എന്നുള്ള അസംഷനിലാണ്. So cash deposited in the bank and cash withdrawn from the bank for office use are examples of the contra entry. See, deposit and withdrawal. Appo endha deposit entry? Bank account debit to cash. So bank account debit side to cash bank column and by bank cash column. Withdrawal is the case then cash account debit to bank. So cash account debit side to bank column cash lim by bank cash column. Isn't it? Our procedure that is the contra entry. If the treatment of a check, if the check received from a party is sent to the bank for collection on the same day, debit the bank account and credit the party's account. On the other hand, if the check received from a party is sent to the bank for collection on a later date, treat the check as receipt of cash by debiting the cash account and crediting the party's account, and deposit of cash in the bank when check is sent for collection to the bank by debiting the bank account and crediting the cash account. That is cash account debit to bank account, or debiting bank account debit to cash account. Deposit ആണെങ്കിൽ withdrawal ആണെങ്കിൽ opposite is the case, cash account debit to bank account. So this is the case with regard to the theory portion, with regard to what the which one triple column cash book, or cash book with the 3 columns, that is the discount column, the cash column and the bank column on both the sides. So discount allowed, cash received and bank deposit on the debit side, discount received, cash payments and bank withdrawals, that is on the credit side. So that is the case. We will see this problem and then we will wind up. Opening balance, cash at bank and cash in hand. So 3,000 and 4,000 respectively. So 3,000 comes in the cash column of on the debit side or the receipt side, and 4,000 comes on the bank column on the receipt side. See, in this way, to balance brought down 3,000 and 4,000. Paid rent by check. What is the entry? Rent account debtor to bank by check. So buy rent in the bank column. See, buy rent in the bank column. Cash sales made, cash account debtor to sales. So in the cash column to sales, 12,000. Then paid to Matthew by check and discount earned 50. So paid to Matthew. Matthew is getting that money, isn't it? By check. So Matthew debtor to bank to discount received, isn't it? So by Matthew, bank by Matthew 50 in the discount column, that is discount received, and in the bank column, how much? 1950. And next is received from Suresh by check and 3,900 and allowed him discount 100. So Suresh in the kitty. So what is the entry? Check analla. So bank account debtor, discount allowed account debtor to Suresh. So debit side of this cash book to what is that? To Suresh. See, to Suresh 100 and 3,900 in the bank column, not the cash column. And next, what is that? Paid into bank, deposit into bank. So bank account debtor to cash. See how the contra entry it is coming. Look, paid into bank, bank account debtor to cash in the bank column and by bank in the cash column. And this is the cash column. This is the cash column. Okay, and this is the bank column. See, 10,000 that is to be contra. Bank account debtor to cash. So to cash account 10,000 and by bank account 10,000. See, letter C in the journal. This is account. So journal folio column, isn't it? So ledger folio column. Okay. Next is cash purchases. Purchase account debtor to cash. So in the credit side, the payment side, cash column by purchases. വേറെ മാറ്റങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല, ഇതേ രീതി ചെയ്യാനുള്ളതാണ്. By purchases. Then another one, paid salary. Salary account debtor to cash, isn't it? So by salary in the cash column. Another one, withdrew cash from bank for office use. Withdrew cash from bank for office purpose. So cash account debtor to bank. So that is also what a contra entry. Cash account debtor to bank in the cash column and buy cash in the bank column. To cash in the bank column, to bank, cash account debtor to bank in the cash column and buy cash in the bank column. And finally, what is that? Purchased stationery account debtor to cash. So what is the entry? Stationery, buy stationery 500. Then take the total of all the things. Take the total of all the things. So take the total of the debit side of all the things and take the total of the credit side. Only the cash and bank column need to balance it. The other thing, the discount allowed column, only the total on the debit side to be entered and on the credit side also to be entered. No need to balance the discount allowed as well as the discount received column. Only the bank column and the cash column need to take the balance. So see, debit side is 18,000, credit side is a shortage of 2,500. So the cash balance is by balance carried out 2,500. And in the debit side of the bank column, 17,900 is the total. See, there is 10,950, there is a balance. So that both is the balance carried out, the closing balance of the cash in hand and at bank. And that is to be brought down in the next day. That is to balance, see, brought down 2,500 and 10,950. In this way, we are preparing the cash book with the 3 columns or triple column cash book with a bank, cash, and discount column on both the sides. On the receipt side, discount allowed, cash, receipt, and the amount deposited, the bank deposits. While on the opposite side, the credit side, what is the discount received, cash payments, and withdrawal from the bank. So this is the triple column cash book or 3 column cash book, that is cash book with the 3 columns on both the sides, that is discount, cash, and bank column on both the sides. So please have a look. Hope you understood that this problem and also the theory portion. Anyone, it will ask in the examination point of view. So till the double column, I will give you the homework also. This one we will look into it later. So please have a look at this today's classes also. Please clear off your doubts as and when possible. And one more thing, please confirm after uploading the video. Thank you for that.